Beyond Belief. Fact or fiction? Hosted by Jonathan Frakes. Tonight, your challenge is to separate what is true from what is false. 5 stories, some real, some fake. Can you judge which are fact and which are fiction? To find out, you must enter a world of both truth and deception, a world that is beyond belief.
We've all seen paintings that seem to follow us as we move around the room. But what do you make of a painting that changes as we move around it? This is a picture of a cityscape. Look at it straight on, and you see the fronts of the building. But move around it, and the sides of the building come into view. How is this possible? The ingenious artist painted this picture on a canvas with ridges, so as you move, your perspective constantly changes. So be aware that while you may view our stories tonight in one way, much like this picture, your perspective may suddenly change. Sound confusing? Don't worry. You'll get the picture. The accessories of a courtroom. Sometimes cameras are allowed in to record the proceedings. And when cameras are not permitted, a courtroom artist sketches the participants. But can any artist or camera capture absolute truth in the courtroom? For even under oath, only witnesses know the truth of their own testimony. Matt Richmond is a lawyer who cares about the truth. He'll fight for any client, rich or poor, as long as he's convinced of their innocence. And concerning his latest case, in a few moments, he's about to get the true picture.
Three months ago, I was hired by Lloyd Corbeil as his defense attorney in a capital murder case. Corbeil was accused of brutally stabbing his young wife, Corinne, to death.
What do you think?
I don't know. I couldn't read it.
Have faith.
I liked Corbeil from the first day I met him. He had an easy charm that was hard to resist. The prosecution presented a strong case of a jealous husband who murdered his wife in a fit of rage. Corbeil swore he was asleep in the bedroom when his wife Corinne was surprised by an intruder who viciously stabbed her to death. Corinne's parents, Doug and Beverly Weeks, came to the trial every day. They were certain Corbeil was guilty. I was certain he was innocent.
Madam Forewoman, has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
Will the defendant please rise?
The jury had only been out for 2 days. I was worried.
How do you find the defendant on the single count of murder in the first degree?
We, the jury, find the defendant, Lloyd Russell Corbeil, not guilty.
Oh my God, we did it.
Mr. Corbeil, you are free to go. I want to thank the ladies and gentlemen of the jury for all their hard work on a very difficult case. This court is dismissed.
You're a genius, counselor.
No, you saved yourself, Lloyd. It was that story you told him on the stand. That's what turned him.
The pen story.
Yeah.
About how this was the last gift my dear Corinne had given me. And how I would cherish it for the rest of my life.
I saw the jury's faces. You moved them all. It was obvious that you loved her very much.
Did it really come across? Because I didn't love that slut. Not one bit.
What'd you say?
Corinne was sleeping with everybody in town. I knew she was. I could feel it. I could see it on her face. I could smell it on her clothes. I gotta confess. confession to make, Counselor. There was no intruder. I killed Corinne. It'll be our little secret. Oh, in case you're thinking about talking, just remember, double jeopardy. I can't be tried again. I don't believe this. Well, believe it. I want you to have this. To remember me by. Along with that fat check you're gonna get. You're a genius.
I couldn't think straight. What had I done?
Here he comes. Corbeil.
Please.
Mr. Corbeil, what are your plans now?
Well, this has been a very trying ordeal. For me, and for Corinne's parents. I want you all to think about this. The real killer is still out there somewhere. I'll be offering a reward for his capture. But for now, I would truly appreciate it if you all would just give me a bit of time to try and get my life back together. And to do some grieving in private. Thank you.
Mr. Corbeil, just one more question.
It made me sick inside to know that Corinne's parents were in so much pain, and Corbeil was walking away a free man. And then, for some reason, I suddenly remembered the pen. It disgusted me to touch it. I didn't want it anywhere near me. All I could think about was getting it back to him. Corbeil?
Yeah.
I don't want your pen. I don't want anything of yours.
Well, suit yourself, Counselor. You just passed up a $1,500 pen.
Yeah, well, you keep it. You're gonna need it to get the devil's autograph.
The devil's autograph. The devil's autograph. That's funny.
It was the strangest thing I'd ever seen. Somehow, in the fall, the pen had penetrated his chest and pierced his heart. Lloyd Corbeil was dead.
What caused the elevator to malfunction at that particular time? It had never done that before or after. And how do you explain the pen being the instrument of Lloyd Corbeil's death? Were the fates at play here, or was it mere happenstance? Should our writers be praised for transcribing the truth, or are they guilty of artistic perjury?
We'll find out if this story is true or false at the end of our show. Next, see what kind of curse can make your hair and teeth fall out on Beyond Belief, fact or fiction.